What is up, Hardcore Nation? It's Hardcore Christopher here. And today, it's hot, as always, but there's something I've been thinking about. And so, I'm just going to let it flow. You all remember a girl named Sarah that I made some videos about back when I was working for In-N-Out Car Wash. Well, I had a lot of good things to say about her. But now, thinking about it, and thinking about her, I have a very different opinion now. So, for those of you that don't know who Sarah was, she was a co-worker of mine, well, a former co-worker, that I became acquaintances with. I'm not going to say friends because she wasn't a friend. Honestly, I had a crush on her. And me and her started talking, and I thought this chick's cool, so I'm gonna talk to her and everything like that. And we did the sign together for a little while, and, well, she was good. At least that's what I thought. So, for those of you that don't know what went on, I'm going to give you a quick synopsis. She was having trouble. She fell on hard times. She needed $250 to pay her bills. And I did it. I gave her $250 of my money. And she thanked me and everything. She said I was going to get paid back. And she said this would only happen one time. Okay. So, where did everything go wrong? Well, I'll tell you. Where did everything go wrong? Everything that could go wrong did go wrong. First off, I gave her $250 without knowing the girl that well. Without knowing her that well, and that came back to bite me. Me and her would text, and she would message me on Facebook sometimes. And I will admit, I really liked talking to her and everything. But it seemed like once I handed her my money, that's when she started to show her true colors. What do I mean by that? I mean, every single time I would see her, she would tell me that I'm gonna pay you back. 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 I had even texted her asking about my money and when I was gonna get it back and everything. At first, I didn't want her to pay me back because it. First off, I had never loaned money out to anyone before, and I didn't realize that what I was doing. Well, I knew what a loan was. I just had never done it personally, and what had happened is I let my feelings overrun my thought process. And what happened was I told her that she didn't have to pay me back. Then I asked her to pay me back. I don't have any of this conversation anymore because I deleted her Facebook account, which I will get to shortly. Okay. I told people because I was proud of it. I was able to help somebody. And then it started to hit me like a ton of bricks. People were telling me, you should have her pay you back. You should have her pay you back. And I told them I didn't want the money. But after thinking about it, I messaged her on Facebook. And I asked her, I go, can you pay me back? And I told her I didn't care when I got it back. I just wanted it back. She goes, sure. My next paycheck is all yours. She messaged me on Facebook while I was working for In-N-Out Car Wash one day. And she said, and we worked out a payment plan, basically. She said, I will give you $50 out of my paycheck until the $250 is paid back. I go, okay. I told her that was fine and everything, and I went about my merry way. Went about my business. Well, 1 month went by. I didn't get anything. But I was still holding strong that she would pay me back because if you can't trust a person's word, then what can you trust? I took her at her word. Never gonna do that again. 2 months go by. Nothing. 3 months. She did get sick. She had like a respiratory infection. And she gave me $60. And she goes, here you go. That was like month 4 or 5. Because I remember 32nd had just opened up and 7th Street basically people were jumping back and forth from 32nd to 7th and 7th to 32nd. So I'd only get to see her every so often. So, what had happened is this. I held on to the fact that she said that she was going to pay me back. And nothing. $60, and, well, I can't tell you what happened to that $60. Okay, so what had happened? So what had happened after month 4, 5, 6 is that I started to notice something. You know, my granny has obviously been around for a long time. And she was she was telling me that you're not going to see it back, and I kept on telling her. She said that she's going to pay me back, and she's going to pay me back. That's not what happened. So I want to say about a year. I think it was either. Yeah, it was last year that I tried to get a hold of her. I remember calling her on her birthday, and her number was disconnected. I texted her and no answer. Well, no, I texted her, then I called her, and I found out her number was disconnected. Then I found out that she had deleted her Facebook profile. It's like she's disappeared from the face of the earth. It's like she never existed. It's like she was just an imaginary friend, which I know that wasn't the case. So what do I have to say about Sarah now? Simply put, I thought she was a friend that I could trust. I couldn't trust her at all. I'm never going to loan money out again. That is all. I am Hardcore Christopher. Keep it hardcore, everyone. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And let's meet that 1,000 subscriber mark. Also, don't forget at 40 subscribers, I will be doing a Q&A. You can send your questions to ChristopherBox25@gmail.com. And don't forget to show my friends Spooky RoboCat. Wrestling for Fans and Anton Masters some love. I'm Hardcore Christopher. Keep it hardcore, everyone. And whatever you do, don't loan money out unless you know the person really well.